Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Well, today I'm checking out the Leupold RX-1200i TBR/W digital laser rangefinder. Now this is it here guys, it's really compact. It's only 3.8 inches or 9.6 centimeters in length. The height of it here is only 2.8 inches or 7.1 centimeters. And the width is a really quite narrow, 1.3 inches or 3.3 centimeters. Now it's made from armoured aluminium housing, so it's really tough. It's going to take the knocks in the field, but it's also got the rubber casing outside, so not only is it good for taking the knocks, but it just feels really nice in your hand. It's also weatherproof naturally, so you can go outside, in the rain and so forth. There's no dramas there. I wouldn't submerge it in water as such, but look, I've had no problems with using this before when it's been raining. Now it comes with a Cordura holster here. It just opens up just on a clip, and inside you've got a quick reference guide. That's mainly to do with the ballistics, which I'll touch on in just a moment. And on the back here we've got a belt loop. So honestly, you wouldn't even know that it's on your belt when you're wearing it, because it's very lightweight. It's only 7.8 ounces or just on 221 grams. It's a 6x magnification. You've got a 22mm objective. Now the eye relief here is a little bit short, I found. It is only 14mm or half an inch. So what I find there is, just when you're looking at it through the naked eye, no problem at all. But sometimes when you've got glasses on, you've just got to push up a little bit harder on the eyepiece there just to get that full view. The eyepiece here is just a rubber piece on the outside there, so quite comfortable. And you can focus it by just turning anti-clockwise or clockwise. Now it does have a OLED display. So what's the difference between OLED and LED? Well, LED basically has the potential to blur out a lot of the image when you're looking through and you're bringing up the actual calculations and the display. The OLED doesn't, and I can honestly say it doesn't. When you look through this, it is just crystal clear. Very, very happy with it. It's got fully multi-coated lenses, so that's probably helping it, I'd imagine, guys. It's just really nice to look through. There's no distortion whatsoever. Now it takes a standard CR2 battery. Okay, I'll just show you what that looks like. And the compartment is just at the back under the eyepiece. So really straightforward. You can find them pretty much online and at different shopping centres and stuff. We've got them now. You can easily get them, and to be quite honest, you're not going to replace it that often in the life of the rangefinder, because Leupold guarantee over 5,000 measurements out of one battery. So I mean, look, I don't know about you guys, but over 5,000 measurements out of one battery is pretty damn good. The TBR stands for True Ballistic Range. Okay, so what this rangefinder does is it measures the range naturally, but it can also calculate the holdover you need to do depending on the actual cartridge you're using. Okay, so where it comes in is inside the manual. You've got 25 different cartridges here. Okay, well I should say, sorry, 25 different groups that have various cartridges in that group. So for example, if I'm using a 308, okay, let's choose something really common here. Okay, so 308 using a 165 grain Sierra Game King at 2,700 feet a second. So it's in group 15, okay? So all you need to do is just, with the rangefinder, it's easy enough to do. You just turn it on, go through the modes, and you can just set it to group 15. So once it's set to that group 15, what it actually does is it will calculate in either in mils or MOA or centimeters or inches how far your holdover is. Okay, so I mean, really, really good. And it can also take into consideration a 10-mile-an-hour crosswind. Okay, so that's what the W stands for. So I'll show you in just a moment, guys. We'll have a look through it and you can see it for yourself with how it actually works. Now it will range anywhere between 5 yards up to a maximum of 1,200 yards. Now that depends on what target you're actually looking at. So if you've got a reflective target, it'll range out to 1,200 yards or 1,097 meters. If you're looking just at trees, well, it'll range out to 900 yards or 822 meters. Or if you're looking at deer or any other, similar game, it'll range out to 800 yards or 731 meters. So honestly guys, I really couldn't see any reason why you would need anything more than that. I mean, from a hunting point of view, I mean, look, let's face it, most shots are anywhere between sort of 75 yards to 150 yards. So, you know, this could easily do that. So what it does is when it actually calculates, it only takes less than a second to calculate the mathematical calculation required to work out what your holdover is, okay? And it's accurate within half a yard or half a metre up to 125 yards away. And it's accurate to 2 yards or 2 metres beyond 125 yards, okay? So we'll just have a look at the video now of just using it. So when we hit the power button, you can see that it'll just come straight on with the information there, and I've got it set to holdover. So we've just measured here 389 yards. Okay, so the bullet drop will be 22 inches at that 389 yards because these are all measurements where you've got your sight in or your zero at 200. So then when we come down here to 248, you can see there that it's only going to drop 3 inches at that distance. So then when we're coming up the hill again, okay, we'll take another measurement, 296 yards, and it's only going to be 8 inches low. See how in the bottom right corner too, we've also got the degrees as well, guys. So it tells you how much the degrees is of your aim. So 207, we've got -5 degrees, and obviously there's no bullet drop there at 207 yards because it's sighted in there at 200 yards. Okay, so I hope that didn't sort of confuse you too much, guys. It's really straightforward once you actually get the rangefinder and start using it. Now, this TBR system works out to 800 yards for rifle, okay? But you can also set it up for bow use. So if you know you're shooting arrows out there, it'll calculate the TBR system out to 125 yards for bow use. So basically, guys, if you don't want to, use all the fancy settings, you can just use it just as a straight rangefinder, and just measure the distances there without the different calculations. You can easily set it up to do that. Or if you just want to use it as a handy 6-power monocular, you can do that as well. Now, if you want to take a look at one of these guys, look, they are available everywhere here in Australia. I mean, they're imported by Nair, so virtually every dealer has these or can at least get them. You're looking at roughly about $700 Australian at the time of doing this review. It is a Leupold 2-year warranty on the actual rangefinder. This one is made in China. However, saying that, guys, I mean, look, I've been playing with this now for a couple of weeks and it just hasn't let me down. It is just a great rangefinder. And I'm really enjoying using it, to be quite honest. So if you want to check one out, by all means, go in, have a look at one of them at your dealer, and just have a look through and just see what you think of the clarity and the features. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the review. So till next time, we'll catch you then.